Today, we're going to talk NHL winners with our guy Swish, college basketball winners for tonight, and let's please cash a squad ride. This is Behind the Lines. Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
you know
we're okay.
All got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in? He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades.
Wow.
The Steelers. Again, this system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow on trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Thursday, episode 840 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you are not using Bookit Sports every day, and you're betting on sports every day, or at least betting on sports every week, you're missing out. Go download Bookit Sports, use promo code BOOKIT, and start tracking your bets over there on the best bet tracking app out there by far. Start using the threads or the feed, whatever you want to call it, to check out what other people are on. Check the splits, check the data. Just get involved over there on Bookit if you're betting on sports, if you like sports. If you're watching this show, you should be using Bookit every single day. Jovan, how we doing? Happy Thursday.
Doing good. Probably should be asking you how you're doing.
I'm doing great. You know why? Because I've completely eliminated this team from my brain. I'm so out on the Hokies. I'm so done. I might look to maybe get a graduate degree somewhere else. My options are open. I might be hitting the transfer portal, as the kids like to say these days. Maybe some NIL is out there waiting for me. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. Before we talk about the Hokies game, because we're going to talk about it. We got a loaded slate today. We're going to get Swish on here to talk some NHL. Very excited to get him on, former NHL player. See what he likes for the slate today and ask him his Stanley Cup champ. We're going to talk some CBB. We're going to talk about this crazy CBB scandal that just dropped this morning. Not a great look. Pretty bad. We're going to talk about it. We'll give you guys the breakdown. We'll talk a little bit of NBA as well. We'll cash another squad ride for tonight. But before we do, let's recap last night's squad ride. Maybe the most free squad ride in the history of squad rides. Yeah. People are saying. I mean, this was just belt to ass from the start.
Never close.
Never close. They took the lead and they held on for the entirety of that game. Shout out Pitt on the ML. They came through last night. There's a reason why they were a favorite on the road, and we just realized why. They were never losing.
Yeah, that was a great wager.
Never, ever losing that game.
Great wager from you, Krabs.
Shout out the Pitt Panthers, getting their first win in the ACC, getting off the schneid. WACC simply means more. W Pitt. Love that. YouTube chat, let me hear you scream. Who's up and moving on a Thursday afternoon / Thursday morning? We got Pro Sauce Key saying Krabs really hit the Heisman in the intro. I'm dead. Yep. We got Boopy Miller, who owns me. Yep. In between the pipes. You're goddamn right. Hokies from Lefty Brett. Yep. Absolute pain. BTML boots on ground. System play. I freaking bet syrup sap. What's up, Jake? How we doing, Beast? Thanks for holding down the YouTube. We got the Twitch chat up and moving as well. Looks like we have a hype train already. Crazy. We got Tinlin Tutan getting involved, dropping some subbies for the peeps. W Tinlin Tutan. We appreciate you, Beast. Giving out a subby to Surasta. Giving out a subby to Josh Mitty. W Waka subby as well as Krabs Alive in the flesh. Right? Most people probably would take the day off, maybe take a personal day. What do they call it these days? Mental health day? Maybe is what these big companies call it. Ridiculous. I would never take one of those. You show up, you show out. No Trentcation from me, no Ravcation from me. Just locking back in, hitting the reset button. And I'm used to it at this point, right? It's like having, a bad kid, right? Like, why do you expect them to be better or see any improvement? They're just a bad kid. It's like having a bad dog that barks all the time. You get used to it. You get numb to it. And unfortunately for me, that's the case. It's not my choice. I would certainly rather have it a lot of different ways, Jovan. Got to play the cards I'm dealt, man.
Yeah, that was tough, especially after hit the shot and you hit the silencer in the seats, the LeBron silencer.
Yep.
I don't know, that didn't get caught on camera. I don't think, but
No, it did get caught. That was posted of him doing the LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when he celebrated when Shut the Door hit the 3 and it looked like they were going to win. Yeah. Oh, we got that on camera. But then he did the little, whatever that is, if you want to reenact that, Krabs.
That's probably why we lost.
they didn't
Probably
score a
why.
single point after that.
Unbelievable. Missed free throws, not closing, not shutting the door whatsoever. Just pain, to be honest with you. And before we really dive into that, can we go ahead and recap the Sharp report from yesterday? Pretty good. Pretty good, if I can say so myself.
Nah, no way. That was your only loss.
Add that to the list.
That is just. I mean,
Felt,
the read was
felt
there.
like he was 0 for 50.
The read was there. He was just shooting rod wave toward it.
0 for 7, I believe.
He
0
cannot
for
shoot.
7 from 3. I've never seen a guy with a worse three-point shot. He's got no arc. This is a first-round draft pick. I'd like to have a talk with those scouts. I'd like to have a talk with whoever sniffed that one out. I asked myself when Neo committed to Virginia Tech, why? Why is a lottery pick committing to Virginia Tech to play basketball? Why is a first-round pick committed to Virginia Tech to play basketball? I think last night we saw firsthand exactly why. He has a lot of work to do, to say the least. A lot of room for improvement. Very inconsistent, and the dude just simply can't shoot right now. I don't know what it is. I mean, he got to the point where he was just passing up wide open threes. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He couldn't hit the side of a barn. Unbelievable. We do have John Q coming in, getting involved here. Way to set the tone in the Big 2-6, guys. Much love. W. John Q, we appreciate you, Beast.
Good job.
Thank you for getting involved. We appreciate the subbies. Unbelievable. I can't believe it.
Can't wait for October when he's fully out on James Franklin. Slept on that James Franklin caught a stray in your rant.
Yeah.
How did he catch a stray?
Because I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I'm preparing for it, and I'm trying to get out ahead of this one, right? As a Hokie fan, and look, I'm happy you guys got to experience that in person because everybody thinks their team stinks. Everybody complains, bitches, and moans about their team, their school. That's just how it works, right? When something bad happens, when they don't produce, when they don't get the job done, you complain. You bitch and you moan about your team. Everyone does that. Everyone I've ever known does that. But when I do it, I feel like it's pretty valid. And you guys got to witness firsthand, boots on ground, in person, what it's like to be a Virginia Tech Hokie sports fan. It is miserable. There are not a lot of worse schools, teams, players to root for. They might be the worst. It's one thing if they were supposed to stink. It'd be one thing if we were DePaul, college basketball. It'd be one thing if we were a mid-major. It'd be one thing if we couldn't compete. It'd be one thing if we were a small school. It'd be one thing if we were UVA, used to losing on the field. We're not. And that's why it hurts so much. Wasted opportunity, game in, game out. Oh, wait, it gets worse. Can we recap kicking the board real quick, kids? Thank you. 0-3. 0-3.
Oh, man.
Shout out Neo. Appreciate you, Neo. Really good ball player. Nice. Great job last night, buddy. Really took over that game. Really took command. Bozo, first round pick. Give me a break. My ass.
Are we standing on that go Who's from your rant?
I might be hitting the portal, yeah. Maybe it's the Who's. Maybe it's, maybe I looked somewhere else. Maybe I join you guys on the Frogs, right? Maybe,
I pick it.
Maybe I just start rooting. Maybe I just start doing what people do these days and just picking the best team. Maybe I just start rooting for Indiana, right? Maybe I just start becoming a Lakers, Indiana, Thunder, Avs,
Thunder. It's whoever Trent takes to win the championship of each sport.
Yeah,
just become a fan, 'cause it's always the best team.
maybe I just start rooting for the best teams like people just randomly do for some reason. Yeah, I'm looking at all options at this point, Jovan. All options.
Unbelievable. Shout out Sade.
Sade, I appreciate you, Beast.
Through the bitching of 5 gifted. Shout out.
Appreciate you, Sade. Best thing that's happened to me in 2 days. Just Sade splooging winners. Splooged a prize pick square last night in spaces once again. I paired it with Cake. I paired it with Neo. More than 1.5 threes. He shot 7. He made 0. Hard to do. At that level, to go 0 for 7 from deep, that is hard to do, Jovan.
I mean, he was chucking. I mean,
what's up with his line drive shot? He's going to break the rim.
I was about to say, it looked like a junior ground ball up the middle he was tossing at the rim.
Unbelievable.
There was not, I think, one singular shot out of those 7 that I saw come off of his hand and I thought had a chance to go in.
Not a single one. Unbelievable. First round pick, my ass. Unbelievable. You know what? Dudes, do me a favor, run that shit, man. I'm trying to get pissed. What you're watching right now, I thought it was going to be full screen. That's okay. What you're watching right now, I'll go ahead and give you a breakdown, is the Hokies' last 3 losses. The Hokies are 2-3 in the ACC, Jovan. Their last 3 losses were a buzzer beater 3 to Wake Forest, a buzzer beater 3 from Stanford. Shout out to Buka, Okori. Unbelievable. Had a great game last night.
Empathy.
And a half-court buzzer beater from Boopie Miller and SMU. Let me repeat that. Because mathematically, it's improbable. At this point of the season, to have 3 buzzer beaters?
Yeah.
It's mathematically improbable. It's a statistical anomaly. It's 0.00001% of a chance to occur. It did. It did. Do me a favor, guys. I want to sit here silently, and I want you guys just to watch these shots. Because it starts with Wake Forest, top of the key, boom, game. Then you see Mr. Ibuka from the parking lot.
From Narnia.
From the parking lots. And then a half-court shot from Boopie. Flames firing off and all. In-person boots on ground.
Shout out. Shout out the Pyro guy, Loki. You got to give him his flowers. He was ready. Ready for that.
I want you guys to put yourselves in my shoes. You go to a school, you root for the ratchet teams year in, year out. You go to games. Basketball, college football, you go to damn near every one. Pain. Over and over and over and over again. You still follow that team, you root for that team. You follow them more than most. You care more than most. You show up to games when they're playing in town. And Boopie Miller hits a half-court shot in your eye hole after you had numerous opportunities to win the game. If I see one more ESPN probability index graphic screenshot that shows us having a 99% chance to win, and then all of a sudden the chart crashes like the stock market back in the day, I don't know what I'm going to do. Somebody needs to be held accountable. Mike Young, figure it out. Neo, you stink. You could see the game slipping away. They were up 6 points in the last minute. 6 points. 1 minute left. Other teams don't lose in that spot. Nobody loses in that spot. Maybe once a year. We have now done it 3 times in the last week and a half. We actually went up in the net rankings after that loss last night. Riddle me that.
No.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All that talent, all that hard work, all the gas for this team preseason, all the hype. Throw it out the window. These kids aren't winners. They're Hokies. They don't win. They don't close. It's a new year, and it's the same shit. And it's driving me up a wall. I feel bad for the Hokie faithful, a fan base better than most. They don't deserve it. I don't deserve it. Hokie faithful deserves better. An absolute joke from Mike Young and the Virginia Tech Hokies. Somebody needs to be held accountable. You don't lose 3 games on 3 buzzer beaters. Mathematically, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up. But we've done it. We have made history, folks. Sad. Waste. And once again, one of our sports teams is going to have plenty of NBA talent. You can joke, you can kid, you can make fun, you can disagree. You're wrong. We have NBA talent on that floor. Jovan saw it firsthand. Toby the Wall can jump through the goddamn ceiling. Neo will figure it out. I'm sure he will blossom in the NBA. As soon as he steps foot off that campus in Blacksburg, he'll turn into Christian Brown 2.0. Probably better. It's an absolute joke. It's a clown show. And I'm happy that you, Goots, and Dave got to witness that with your own eyeballs. Because you guys hear me bitching all the time. But to see it, what I have to deal with on a weekly basis? Knock. A disgrace. Really is.
It's a great question from chat that I'm seeing, however. The SMU Flames or the Bucks Cannons?
I've come around to the Bucks Cannons. I'm picking the Bucks Cannons.
You're going to see those SMU Flames in your nightmare.
Yeah. I'm out on the Flames. It's actually a safety hazard. And you know what else is sad? Nobody in that arena last night gave a singular hoot about that SMU team, about that game. They all left.
Yeah, they left.
With a minute left, I was waving goodbye to all the fans.
Yeah, was that on
I was
video,
hitting them with the Lee Corso wave.
I didn't see if that one made it in.
I have that, yeah, but that didn't get posted on.
Yeah, I've thought it did.
And, no, it might have been on the story of him waving goodbye.
Yeah, he was waving
I was going to
goodbye,
post it after the game.
saying goodbye, SMU.
Well, we ended up having a better clip. Dudes, why don't you go ahead and run that puppy for the peeps? Watch the couple behind me. The big dude in the red sweatshirt and his wife. You'll see him in a second here. The wife taps him on the shoulder and goes, look at this kid in piss. On the ground. Right behind us.
Swish, nod your head if you can hear me.
Unbelievable. You guys all got to witness a little piece of hokey cake. Something I deal with on a daily, weekly basis. I wouldn't wish being a Hokie fan on my worst enemy. It is going to kill me. This team is going to give me a heart attack. Why do I do it to myself?
Great question. Just
the hardest team to root for in all of sports, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Would love to debate anybody on that. Because if you have a shit team, you're supposed to be shit. The expectations should be low. Every year, every sport, every team. They're supposed to be good. They never are. Sad. Hurts the soul.
Yeah.
And there goes the NCAA tournament. There it goes. See ya. Incredible. I can't believe we were at that game last night.
You actually can't make it up.
I can't believe it.
That's probably the craziest shot in college basketball this year.
I bet.
At least that I've seen just off the top of my head.
I bet it is.
And we were there to witness it lose the Hokies the game.
I bet it is. I'm done yapping. It's not going to change the outcome. Sad. It honestly breaks my heart rooting for this team. And again, I would not wish this upon anybody. Not even my worst enemies. Sucks. All right. Well, let's change the vibes here because we do have our guy Swish coming on, former NHL player, former NHL first-round draft pick, to talk some NHL, to talk some hockey. We'll talk the slate a little bit today. Let's go ahead and get our guy Swish up and moving. Let's get him on the screen. Goots, bring him on, brother. What's up, Swish? How we doing, Beast?
What's going on, fellas? How we doing? Thursday, top of the day, rolling into the high noon hour over here.
Sure.
What's shaking, boys? How we doing?
I don't know if you heard that rant, but it's been a tough couple hours for me.
So last night, the Virginia Hokies played at Southern Money University in Dallas, and you guys were at the game, and there was an incredible shot. I couldn't really see the shot, but you sound sad. You don't even sound mad. You sound sad.
I am.
Are you okay?
Defeated.
Honestly, no.
Yeah.
I'm honestly not okay. But we move. We fight on, right? It was a half-court shot at the buzzer.
Oh.
and the kid had probably 18 points in the second half, and we didn't make a single adjustment. Just let him score, let him take over the game, and we were up 6 points with a minute left, and we lost. Which, I mean, I know you're a hockey guy, but I mean, you're a sports guy. You get how ridiculous that is. That doesn't happen in college basketball. That doesn't happen in basketball. An absolute joke.
Yeah, and as we say over here at Home by 3, that's baseball.
That's literally baseball.
You just got to chalk it up to baseball because at the end of the day, none of this makes sense, right? So hopefully your Hokies will respond. It's all about the response, right? I don't know who they have on the schedule next, but it's all about the response and what have you done for me lately. So hopefully they'll turn it around for you, and you know what? You'll be a happy fan again.
That's baseball, man. Could not have said it better myself. Yeah,
that's ball.
We play our producer Goots. We play his Notre Dame Fighting Irish on Saturday. We're probably going to kick their dicks in, respectfully, and I'll be calling right back in. So that's the name of the game, right? It's what have you done for me lately, like you said, and that's why we love sports so much. If we knew who's going to win every game, if every favorite won every game, if the best team won every game, we wouldn't love sports as much. That's for sure, and this is why we play the game. Right?
I mean,
this is why we play the game.
To piggyback on what we were saying, that would be boring baseball. You know, we would just every team. You know, like there's a lot of games out
That'd
here.
That'd be a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, it would be. We wouldn't be watching it.
So. You got a big game tonight. You're probably watching your bro. They play tonight, right? Pretty sure.
Yeah, they got Dallas at home. That's gonna be a big game. I was looking at some other games in the slate as well. I believe Pittsburgh is hosting Philadelphia. That game will be on a back-to-back because Philly obviously on the road last night in Buffalo. There's a couple of good games here, though, fellas. Buffalo playing a back-to-back as well. They got Montreal coming into the chin of Chippewa Street. But I was looking at that Philadelphia-Pittsburgh game. I like the Pens at home, especially with Philly playing back-to-back. Pittsburgh, they've been okay as of late, but I just think that this is a game, especially with travel for Philadelphia. I know Buffalo's close, but still, anytime you go into the back-to-back, both on the road, I like that game for Pittsburgh for sure.
Yeah, 3 straight L's in a row, it looks like, for the Penguins. And the Flyers have actually been worse. They've lost 4 in a row. So, look, you're a bigger hockey guy than me. You're more tapped in. But whenever I'm looking on the ice, Pittsburgh's usually doing something good. I feel like they started the season off pretty strong. They hit a little bit of a lull. Then they bounced back, and now they're on a little bit of a cold streak. But this team, I feel like, has had luck on their side for the majority of the season. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, the expectations, I think, were up in the air, to be honest, to start the season. I don't think anyone around the National Hockey League, including fans, really penciled them in to be a playoff contender or even a playoff team. Now, Dan Muse has come in there, the first-year coach, done a really good job. They obviously had a hot start that shocked a lot of people. Then they kind of battled the injuries a little bit with Evgeny Malkin being hurt. He is now back. They've lost 3 in a row, but I still like this team. Anytime you have Sidney Crosby at the reins, and he's your captain, and the way he's still producing at his age of 38 years old, it's pretty incredible. He's still a top 5 player in the league, which is insane to say, even through the injuries, and just how well he takes care of himself. So I do think they have a chance. Now, it sounds like Erik Karlsson is going to miss a second straight game, but Letang can step up on that first power play. He's done it for 15 years. They'll be fine that way. But if they want to win this game tonight, they're going to have to get back to just basic home hockey. I think you're going to have to obviously account for Crosby and Malkin to have a point each, I would say, in a win. Brian Rust is another piece there, but I think this is a game that Pittsburgh, they can start to turn it around. You got 7 or 8 games before the Olympic break here. So look for Pittsburgh to kind of reheat up, especially as Sid kind of amps up for the Olympics. You know, the team is just going to follow his suit. So look for this game tonight. I think this will be a start of another, I don't know about winning streak, but just to get things back on the tracks.
Yeah, get off the schneid. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you a Sidney Crosby guy or are you an Ovechkin guy?
I love Sid. I mean, I love them both. I mean, you grew up obviously watching both players, but if I had to pick one selfishly, I would pick Sid. I just think Sid is the perfect hockey player you could, if you made him in a petri dish, a hockey player, it would be Sidney Crosby.
Right.
He just does everything so well. He's the best grinder we've ever seen in the game of hockey. And then you pair that with his skill, obviously. It's pretty incredible the run he's been on.
Yep. 2 GOATs. That's for sure. 2 Hall of Famers. You said you were looking at that Sabres game as well. They've been playing some pretty good hockey. I was chirping them early on this season when they were playing like crap, and they've turned it around.
14 of 17, I think they've won.
They're on fire.
Hottest team in hockey, not named the Avs or the Bolts.
Are they legit? Or is this just a hot streak right now from the Sabres?
Yeah, I mean, ever since we HB3 went to Buffalo, they're 14-2, fellas.
Damn.
And we had our fans threaten to storm through Kevin Adams, the late GM's house. People wanted to riot. And we went in there and we turned it around. I'm going to give us a little bit of credit, not everything.
Sure.
This seems like Jarmo Kekalainen, the new GM, is come in there and established or reestablished what the Buffalo culture's all about. I think they're for real. I think, Josh Norris got banged up last night. That's a big piece because he's been hurt a lot. But I like this team. Tage Thompson, obviously Rasmus Dahlin. They're playing hard, and they're finally just. It looks like they're a team out there. It looks like they're enjoying going out there and playing, and it looks like they actually have a little bit of swagger. Where before they would kind of just drop the puck and be like, "All right, we just expect to lose."
Right.
Now it seems like in Buffalo that they're initiating, they're taking charge, they're tilting the ice, especially at home. I like this team. So I don't know about a back-to-back, though. They are at home again against Montreal, but I think they're going to ride the heater. I think they're going to this is a game I'm looking for Buffalo just to continue. Tage Thompson's been incredible.
Yeah.
Shout out Key Bump Arena.
Yeah, Key Bump
Shout
Arena.
out to the Key Bump.
Your
Yep,
favorite
shout out to the
place.
bump. And shout out to Lindy. I like it a little bit rough. Their coach,
Unbelievable.
This guy is, he's at the dance of the living dead right now. How old is this guy? He's like a cockroach. You can't kill him. He's been in the league for 40 years.
It's the craziest part about hockey. These dudes play until they literally die. It makes no sense. They play until they're 45.
Yeah,
I mean, Sam.
It's
and
insane.
Look at
it's like one of the most physical sports. It's not football where you're getting hit every play, but like these dudes are getting laid out night in, night out. And you got grandpas out there on the ice still playing. These guys are robots. How do they do it?
And have you seen pictures of Ovechkin? It's just like this guy's got such a respectable cookout barrel. You know what I mean? Like eating Subway before games, crushing hot dogs, 10 beers a night.
Dude.
And he still is out there. He's got 20 goals already this season. This guy, he's an anomaly. It doesn't make any sense.
He's a legitimate machine.
Yes.
And as a fan of DC sports, and I just lived up there, I moved down here to Dallas with the squad, but everywhere you go, Ovechkin would be there. He'd show up at a bar out of nowhere. He'd be at a Commanders game in a suite right above you, packing the fattest lip of all time. You'd see a video of him going out in D.C., drinking, the night before a game. It doesn't matter. The guy shows up and scores every single game, and he looks like he's almost 60 years old, and he plays like he's 30 or 25. It's incredible. He might not be a person. He might have been made in a lab.
Probably,
yeah.
Straight up.
He's a goddamn freight train. He probably weighs like 260 right now, and he's
absolute unit.
He's he's a refrigerator. He's a sub-zero refrigerator, and he's actually sick at soccer too. Like I don't know how he can move at that size and stature, but he's a nasty soccer player too.
Insane. I hope his kid ends up being nasty. He probably will if it's in the genes.
For sure. Yeah, he's got a chance.
Any other book plays looking at you funny on the slates? Anything else catch your eye besides Sabres to stay hot and Pittsburgh to get it done?
Those later games, I don't know. If you scroll up a little bit, I was looking at just this Winnipeg, Minnesota game. Winnipeg has been on an absolute cold streak. I mean, you know what I mean? Colder than a nun. This team has just been brutal. But they've had a few wins as of late. I just think Minnesota at home, that's a game. If I'm betting in the Central Division, I'm taking Minnesota all day. Quinn Hughes, Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Boldy. I mean, playing in their own barn on a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg has just been dog shit. So I'm looking at that game. Those would probably be, if I'm giving out two picks tonight, it would be the Pittsburgh Penguins at home as well as the Minnesota Wild at home.
Okay.
Those would be my two. Yep.
W's. Let's sweep. Let's go 2-0. Before we let you go, I want to hear early prediction for the Stanley Cup. Any teams catching your eye? Anybody you think is worth a stab at a future on the ice?
Yeah, I don't know what the odds are right now because they adjust every day. Yesterday's
we're going to pull them up
not
here for you.
But I would say I'm looking at Colorado in the West. I mean, how do you not? That's Captain Obvious over here. But this is the way they're going. I mean, I know they're a little bit banged up right now with Landeskog and a few other guys hurt, Devin Taves. But sounds like those guys will be back at least in and around the Olympic break. So I'm not worried about them. McKinnon is playing on a different level. This guy, I don't know how many peptides he's on. I don't know what he's shooting up his butt, but this guy doesn't get tired. Somehow he plays back-to-backs and he actually looks faster. So I'm looking at them. Obviously, you can never count out the oil in the West. I just don't think they have the depth to do it to get past Colorado. I love watching the San Jose Sharks, a.k.a. the Man Jose Sharks, but they're a few years away. So out of the West, Colorado, and then I'm looking in the East at John Cooper's Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, these guys have won 10 in a row. Coop just got his 600th win in 1,000 games, which is a crazy stat. He's like a fine wine, great coach, good dude. But the Tampa Bay Lightning are playing the right way. I just don't know if they get in a 7-gamer with Florida. I just don't know if they win that. And that's crazy to say because Florida's played in 3 straight finals. So
Yeah.
I'm looking at probably the Colorado Avalanche. I know that's probably your worst odds to win the cup. But if you scroll down, maybe just a few like just kind of sneaky ones. I don't love Vegas. Dallas and Minnesota are 2 that I would look
Could
at
be worth a
right there.
sprinkle.
I would, yes, just a little tickle, just a little dusting, put a little caviar on top. But those would be value picks, I guess, if you wanted just to tickle it.
What do you think, Jovan? You're a Lightning fan. You concur?
I mean, they're absolutely red hot right now. They're playing the best hockey I've seen them play probably since they won the cup, including, a win over the Avalanche where they dominated them for a majority of that game. So that was fun to watch. So, I would love to see them stay hot. Not seeing any value in the Rangers down there. Are you, Swish?
Oh my God. Yeah. Mike Sullivan, dude. Jesus. Yeah. Have a longer speech, buddy. You know what I mean? This guy, his speeches before games I'm hearing are like 35 minutes. It was so funny too, because we were down there for the Winter Classic and we went to this like acai bowl place, smoothie place before the game. It was like noon. And we're going and walking it through Brickell. We go to this place called Pura Vida. So we go there. I lift up my chin because I'm kind of on my phone, and Sully is just sitting right outside this place with his Winter Classic jacket already on at noon. And he like looks at me, he looks down, he looks back up. He's like, "Oh God, this fucking guy!" Like it looked like he knew I was like tweeting about him or whatever. You know what I mean? So it was pretty funny. And then we got, I picked up my smoothie and I kind of walked by him. I gave a chance. I was like, "Mike, if you want to say something to me, I know it's game day, but." You look like you wanted to maybe say something. He was sitting there with his wife, though, so it was pretty funny. But the look he gave me, I only played against him maybe one time, but the look he gave me, he's like, this fucking
the last thing he wants to deal with right now in the cold streak is seeing your ass in the smoothie place.
Exactly. So it was pretty funny. Yeah. So.
Oh, man. Yeah, they're playing like shit this
year. Yeah, I think they're last place in the East, if I'm not mistaken.
Insane, dude. I mean, they can pick it up. A lot of ball left, or a lot of puck left.
A lot of ball left. Yes. Yes, a lot of ball left.
Okay. And I'm with you on the Avs. I mean, sure, they're the favorites, but, I mean, they are just, I feel like, a class above everybody else right now. I mean, they can score at will. It's incredible to watch.
Yeah, that Marty Nashis and McKinnon, how just the speed they generate through the neutral zone when they're coming up the ice is insane. The 2-on-1 games they can play, and that just puts defensemen under so much duress. And you're losing your footing. You have a bad gap, and these guys are coming at you a million miles an hour. And McKinnon, the way he stick handles, he stick handles like the best guy at Benihana on the teppanyaki grill, right? He's just chopping it up. Yeah, he's got the volcano onion or whatever they have. It's just he's crazy, just chopping up that fried rice. So those guys are incredible. I look for them to be the favorite for sure, as long as they stay healthy.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of puck left. See what happens, but right now they are just absolutely dominant. Swish, my man, always a pleasure. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Keep that chin tucked, and good luck on the slate tonight. I hope you catch the Penguins. All right.
I appreciate it, fellas. Yeah, stay tucked and stay classy out there. All the best to the Hokies, and you know what? Always good chopping up with you boys. So appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good luck out there. Appreciate you coming on.
Thanks, fellas.
We'll bait. Such a hockey guy. Great to talk to.
The hockey guy.
Great to talk to. And knows a thing or two about puck as well. Former first-round pick. Played in the league. His brother's in the league right now. Always cool to chop it up with Swish. He's always got something funny to say. He'll always make you laugh. If you don't laugh, listen to that guy talk for 15 minutes. You got something wrong with you. Go check yourself into a mental institute because the vibes are just always through the roof. I already forgot about the hookie cake after talking with him about the slate. Avs. Not surprised to hear it. I mean, they are right now just a freight train.
Yeah.
An absolute wagon and a half. Greatest team of all time. We'll see if they can keep it up. Penguins on the ML tonight. Pretty good looking parlay piece. If I could say so myself. Looks like he liked Pittsburgh. He liked Minnesota at home against Winnipeg. Winnipeg has been dog shit this year, but they are coming off of 3 straight wins since they fired their coach. Hilarious. So tonight could be the night they finally drop. And, I mean, they opened up plus 140 on a 3-game win streak against Minnesota, who's been playing pretty bad puck right now. So I feel like that was pretty telling, seeing Minnesota open up that fat of a favorites. They probably do get it done. And I'm assuming that line's moving back towards Winnipeg because they're a little public. We'll check that later on the picket splits. So you like those plays. And he was also on Buffalo, but more like a lean. It's kind of what it sounded like. I think he liked those first two plays better.
Yeah, for sure.
Any qualms with those three?
No qualms. Definitely a little scared of the Sabres.
Okay.
But
okay,
don't really care to bet against them either.
Sure. We'll circle back. We'll go over our favorite plays on the ice during the Sharp Report, guys. So, why don't we go ahead and head over there? Enough yapping. Let's talk about our favorite plays for today. Pretty good day yesterday. 4-1 overall from me. Jovan 3-2. So let's run it back. Let's stay hot. And let's most importantly cash another squad ride. Great job yesterday, guys. We appreciate you. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to Swish up here talking some puck. I know we certainly did. We got Tidal Wave Rider coming in with a sub. Tidal Wave Rider. We appreciate you and a bunch of new follows as well. W follows. Appreciate you guys. Stay a while. Feel free to sub up if you want to skip those ads. Either way, we appreciate you getting involved. YouTube chat, how you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Looks like you guys enjoyed listening to Swish. All right, let's dive in. Let's talk about our favorite plays for today. Jovan, can we start in the association? Rare.
Super rare.
Super rare. Been pretty hot, though, in the association. Talk about quality over quantity. I mean, I only go there once or twice a week, and tonight's one of those nights. Give me the Rockets. I watched an interview from SGA after they beat the Spurs the other night. Talk about a long speech. Like Swish was talking about before this. He was yapping after the game, talking about how much this one meant, how the Spurs, got the best of them, and no other team's done that in a long time. And he was talking about how it's all adversity and the team's not playing great right now, but they're going to use this as momentum. And at the end, he said, well, this wasn't our Super Bowl, so we're on to the next game. Buddy, you just talked for 20 minutes about why that was the most massive win of your season. That was their Super Bowl. Him saying it wasn't their Super Bowl tells me that it was. The fact that he was even thinking about that. So SGA and co are probably feeling the most complacent they felt probably since the start of the season, right? After that cold streak. I mean, they finally have a little bit of momentum on their side, right? After that big win against the Spurs, they have won, maybe not covered all of them, but they've won 4 games in a row. The Rockets can't say the same. Sure, they're coming off a win in their last game, but they've dropped 3 of their last 4 games. They have not covered in 2 weeks. They're losing to teams like Portland, back-to-back games, as -6.5 and -7.5 favorites. They lost to the Kings outright as -14.5 favorites. And then in their last game, they barely squeaked out a win against the Bulls when they were -12.5 favorites. No covers in sight, barely squeaking out a win there. They finally stopped the bleeding. So hopefully they can at least take a breath and say, we won a game. Let's move on. We got a home matchup against OKC, and the total's dropping. If the total's moving up, we're more inclined to back SGA and the Thunder here, but the Rockets play a little bit of defense besides KD, and I think this is certainly a spot that could keep this game within a bucket or 2, Jovan. After the Thunder come in, maybe a hair fat, happy, and complacent after their biggest win of the season, I think the Rockets are the most motivated team in this matchup. They still have not really looked great, even coming off their win the last month or so, and this is a perfect get-right spot. Line's been bouncing around between 6 and 4 pretty much the last 12 hours since last night, and I do think the Rockets are the sharp play here. I think Kevin Durant in Houston, get it done at home, would not be shocked if they win outright. Something's up with this Thunder team. They remind me of the Panthers right now on the ice. They remind me of the Eagles this season after winning the Bowl last year. Something is up with this Thunder team. They're not gelling. They're not gluing. Jalen Williams is taking a step back. SJ has to do it all on his own, but he's not getting all these free throw calls like he was last year. And I do like the Rockets here in the spot. But maybe even hand OKC another L outright, but I'll take the points, and I'll back the +5 at home for Houston.
There you go. Shout out.
Right?
It's getting it done.
Yep. Thoughts on that play?
I like that play. I'm
Okay.
right there with you. I'll be tailing that.
Okay. Dubs. What are you liking today on the slate?
Start with the late night Zags laying absolute knuckle after pretty similar situation for them last time, I guess, spread-wise against Santa Clara. Played a little closer of a game than the spread, didn't cover, won by 12 in that game. And then kind of same deal on the other side for Washington State. Washington State's defense is absolutely pitiful in every single area, at the rim, on the perimeter. I mean, they also can't rebound, which is a thing on both sides of the court. They allowed St. Mary's to shoot 14 of 30, which is just shy of 50% from 3. You know how hard that is, not just to get St. Mary's, who really does not want to shoot the 3 unless they really have to, shoot 50% on 33s. That's tough. And that's a sign of how bad their defense is. And despite that, The game was 82-88. They still covered in a game that they were double-digit dogs in that game as well. So now you got the Zags. And when I look at the Washington State team, like, absolutely, the defense is pitiful. They're just not physical at all. They're undisciplined. So, like, I don't know if I really want to 100% count on Graham Ike to have another fantastic game, but I look at them. He's coming off of 34 against Santa Clara. I don't know how this team is going to contain both him and Braden Huff. And the guards for Gonzaga, it's kind of a hot hand approach. We'll see who gets the ball on any given night because realistically, like, the offense flows through all of the big guys. I mean, Emmanuel Asante too when he gets hot. But I don't really want to pick any one of the guards. I don't have to because I don't know how they're going to contain all of these guys. They are undisciplined. They'll send you to the free throw line. They're obviously not very much giving resistance at the rim to either of these guys. And three-point defense is even worse. If they want to double them, if they want to bring ball pressure, it's not going to end well for them in this one. Hopefully it's not a USF, and I don't think it will be because USF missed 14 straight shots at a point in that game. They're not going to have to do it from deep in this one. They are going to torch Washington State at the rim at will. This feels like a knuckening.
Okay. I like it. Laying some points on the Zags. Let's hope they're not rigging games.
Would be great. I mean, you stop Ace Glass. What do they got? What do they got?
Like the play. I think the Zags roll. Team is stacked. They got a bunch of like 30-year-old dudes on this team with some time. Graham Foster balls. Graham Ike goes out there and does job. I'm with you on the Zags. I like them laying 17.5. Let's hope they Jaden shut the door better than USF did last night.
Yep.
Unbelievable. I mean, they just didn't give a hoot. They only played a half of basketball.
Yeah.
Weak.
They did.
That was weak. All right, Good, swinging around. I got a college basketball play as well. Give me the FAU Owls. Jovan, you sniffed them out last game, right? On the road, I believe, against, was it Memphis? You liked them in? Or maybe I'm thinking about a different team. I'm thinking about UAB. That's what I was thinking about. You liked UAB in their last game, not FAU.
No, it was FAU against UAB.
That's what it was.
2 games ago.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes. And there has been a game mixed in there as well against Memphis. FAU actually won that game. Impressive. I know Memphis, not looking too sharp this year. I think they're always overrated. But they handed them a pretty big L. They beat them 89-78 in their last game at home. They stay home. Jovan, this is more of a fade on Wichita coming off of maybe their best performance of the season. They put up 78 points against a North Texas team that plays some really good defense. They dominated that game for 30, 32 minutes. And then towards the end, you could tell they were losing some steam, and North Texas crept back into that game a hair. Wichita State still covered. They almost put up an 80-piece against one of the best defensive teams in this conference. And I want to fade the Shockers, a team I think is extremely overvalued here, getting this amount of points. I want to buy low, if I still can, on FAU coming off of their big wins. Big fan of this Vanterpool kid. I don't know if you've seen him hoop, but he's incredible. The sophomore from Laurel, Maryland, actually. Got to root for the Maryland kid. And Devin Vanterpool is an absolute dog. And this kid is averaging close to 17 points per game. He balled out in the last 2 games, had 12 and 11 rebounds. Not assists, rebounds against Memphis. And he had 19 and 7 rebounds against UAB. Pretty big physical guards. This kid can do it all. Watch this kid tonight. He's an absolute stud. And although the Owls might have lost their coach after their, Final Four run a couple years ago, I believe, and lost pretty much their entire team since then, this team still has some mojo. They got some aura. They got some swag. And I want to lay it with the Owls here, fading Wichita coming off their massive win in their last game where they legitimately could not miss for 35 minutes. Then they cooled off down the stretch. Let's hope they stay cool on the road in a pretty tough place to play down there at FAU. I'll lay it on the -4.5.
Certainties. I'm in on that.
Dubs.
Shout out the Owls. I love betting on the Owls.
Yep.
Especially if you get a good Vanderpool game. I mean, can't be stopped.
Cannot be. Cannot be. Let's hope he tweaks again tonight.
Yep.
All right.
Need that.
What else you got?
Taking these Celtics to score some points against my Heat tonight.
Yep.
Which I was debating long between the over and whether I wanted to take the Heat in this game, but kind of figured I used up some Heat last game, and they honestly should have lost that game against the Suns. They played fantastic for a majority of like the first 3 or maybe like 3.5 quarters of that game, and then it started to slip away in the fourth, and they eventually kind of took hold of it towards the end thanks to Dylan Brooks. Remember we said he was going to be chucking? Well, he did.
Yep.
He put up 24 shots and was 1 of 10 from 3. A lot of those were pretty wide open, mind you, so they got very fortunate. Devin Booker also shot 6 of 19 from the field. Shout out. Thank you, Rav. But they gave up a lot of open looks, and I'm buying a good bit of good news here because I believe Jaylen Brown's going to be back for the Celtics tonight. But I don't really care because the last 2 games, their offense has been hurting painfully without him. This is 2 games in a row they've been held under 100 points. One of them was against the fucking Pacers, where, I mean, God, they looked horrible for majority of that game. The Spurs was right before that. So bringing him back into the fold, most likely, barring any last-second injury change bullshit. But regardless, like, I would take it whether he's playing or not. He give up plenty of open looks on the perimeter. That's all the Celtics want to do in this game, whether it was Jaylen Brown or whether it's Pritchard, whether it's Hauser, or whether it's a lot of the guys that can have a lot of open looks in this one. It's going to be similar to the first time that they played the Heat. I think it was a couple weeks ago, like right before Christmas. Yeah, it was 129, 116. So a game like that is exactly what I'm expecting in this one, and especially after the Heat gave up a lot of open looks to the Suns, which was, again, the reason why they got back in that game in the first place after it seemed like it was headed towards blowout situations, and the reason why they ended up going away in that game after a while, because Dylan Brooks couldn't hit an open shot. Royce O'Neal was also 2 for 8. Devin Booker was horrible. Even Grayson Allen had a great game, but it was because he shot 14 threes. They went 6 for 14. But other than that, the team didn't really do much, and they had every opportunity in the world to do that. You do that tonight against the Celtics, who, even though you're buying a little bit of good news with it, kind of surprised with the respect the Heat get at home that Celtics are catching a little bit of steam as a favorite here. Probably because the offense is going to bounce back. Total's gunning up too, which, again, probably good news related, but I don't care. This is the type of game we're getting in this one.
Okay. W's. Everybody in the chat asking for some plays in this NBA game. There's a sneak NBA game coming up.
Yeah, in Germany.
We're going to craft up a lineup for that game after the Sharp Report. Sound good? We'll give leans. We'll craft up a little lineup. I got a couple squares on mine in this game that I like. I've actually already locked in a square. In this game. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Stick with us. We'll craft up a lineup for this game. We need Jovan's insight and intuition on the hardwoods. Right? Dubs, I got one more straight bet for you guys. And under on the ice. I thought about taking the Sabres under, but then I remembered they just don't hit. No need to get cute there. I liked it, though. And I thought about taking the Penguins on the ML. I'm happy Swish liked it, but they're minus 170 now. Give me a break. I do think they win, though, and they're a pretty good parlay piece. I honestly liked Minnesota as well, like he talked about too, as a pretty good play at home, but they're, almost minus 150. So I want to give something a little closer to minus 110, and I like the under 6 in Calgary and Chicago. Back in Spencer Knight, a team that's been playing some defense and has not been scoring a ton of late. Calgary, on the other hand, has been involved in some over games, and they're coming off a 3-5 loss against the Blue Jackets. Calgary is not good, and they're not playing good right now, that's for sure. This team is stinking up the place, and I couldn't figure out why this total is now dropping from 6 to 5.5 some places. Some of the sharper, faster-moving books, Jovan, have this total now at under 5.5, juiced to the over heavily, and you can get the under plus chicken, which I do like. Yeah. And I love seeing some steam there on some of the quicker moving books on unders in the NHL. It's one of the only few ways to cash an under I've really noticed in the last year and a half in the time of the over on the ice with all these goalies getting pulled and all this fluke shit. But a square I like up on Prize Picks, Spencer Knight. We'll talk about that in a second. He has a 2.5 goals allowed square up there, and it's pretty green as well. I think he's a pretty darn good goalie. Every time I watch him, he impresses me. But he's not been playing his best puck of late. He's actually given up more than 3 or more goals in 3 of his last 4 starts. So I think he bounces back, absolutely locks in for this game. I do lean Chicago here on the ML at home, but they're playing a little bit better puck right now than Calgary. So didn't want to hop on it if it looks a little too square. I just want to bet on a nail biter, a low scoring affair on the ice. Should be a snooze fest in this one. And I'm not expecting many goals whatsoever. Give me the under 6. If you only have 5.5 at plus chicken, sign me up as well. I think both hit. I don't think it's going to be a problem. Love seeing this total catch some reverse line movement down to 5.5.
It's massive. Maybe it came on after this. I wasn't here, so I don't know, but shocked you didn't go with the other goals allowed square that's on the board.
Yeah, you're talking about Elvis?
I'm talking about Elvis.
I thought about it. I thought about Elvis. That's actually the first square I looked at today was Mr. Elvis, 2.5 goals allowed. But I could not get to the counter in this game. I was a little bit worried personally about fading Vancouver, who's on this crazy losing streak. They've lost a bunch of games in a row. Blue Jackets have won a couple in a row. Sketched me out a hair. And this total is up to 6.5 with the over. Super juicy in this one. So, yeah, I think that one might be a little fake sharp. I'll say it. I think Elvis might be a little fake sharp. But the chart is completely green. But we can't act like that matters on the ice.
Yeah,
it really doesn't. So,
honestly, sometimes when the players line
might be
up,
worse.
it hurts.
It might be worse. Why are people asking for free Prize Picks lineups in the chat? Do we know?
Trent's giving away a bunch today.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, guys, wait for Trent's stream and go ahead and bombard him in 40 minutes. Okay? Dubs. All right, Jovan. You got one more straight bet for the peeps?
I do.
Cool.
Take you out to Abilene.
Wow.
Out in Nuckville.
Sure.
Not too far from here. I believe they were also, I saw their name mentioned in the scandal today.
What?
Yeah. I don't know who and how and where, but they were one of the teams I saw listed in that Thamel tweet. But perfect time to buy into them after that bullshit. Kind of a weird, I guess, weird-ish line. I mean, they've been playing like shit. They're a hot and cold team, but Cal Baptist has been playing, I would say, a little better ball than them. 12-6. They haven't started off the WAC conference play, I guess, as hot as they've wanted to, just 2-3, but they've played some lower scoring slugfest. And, Abilene through the years and even this year, despite this is probably the worst defensive team that they've had in a couple years now, but they're still very willing to get into these lower scoring slugfests, especially because this year they run their offense, which is very contrary to typical Abilene, through their big man, who's their leading scorer, and Braden Hubbard. I don't know who Cal Baptist is going to have down low to guard them, because every time they've faced any sort of big man that's kind of the center of the offense for a team, they've gotten absolutely drilled by him. So I think this is going to be another replication of that. And Braden Hubbard is going to absolutely dominate this game. And helps too when you get to run his offense through him in a game that is going to be low and slow against a non-physical team that get to, I guess, keep the ball out of their hands defensively. So I think this is going to be one where Abilene, when they're losing, they kind of freak out and start to pick up ball pressure, and they're very undisciplined on defense. But when they're in a pretty structured game, which I think this one should be, because that's how Cal Baptist plays, and they're going to play into that, play a lot better. And that's when I've actually hit on them a couple times this season. I think it's Stephen F. Austin was one of the times that it was quite the opposite. And I remember betting on Abilene in that game and being in urine. So I think this is more some of the other games that we've had against them. And they bounced back after just a dog shit L against UT Arlington. Yeah, to win the night back at home.
Okay. Love it. And I love betting on a team that's fresh off a scandal. Right? You don't think they'll be throwing any games after they just got caught, or after they're being
Scandal
talked about, something
POD.
like that. So
yeah, scandal
it'll
POD.
be a scandal pod.
Which, I mean, shit, you could do that with half the teams playing, I guess, because there are a lot of. I gotta find that tweet, but there are a lot of teams in that thing. Like it was, I knew New Orleans was there because we've known that for a while, but it was a lot more than that.
And this is only what they know. This is only what they've uncovered. Imagine everything else they don't know. It's probably worse.
Like I was looking for the tweet list of teams, and I didn't even see this initially. Somebody put 458K on Towson. Yeah. You're telling me nobody thought that was weird?
No, they did. They just take forever to do anything about it.
I know.
That gets flagged. They tell, I don't know if it's the FBI or Gaming Commission, and then they bring the FBI in. But I'm sure they've known about that for a little while. But they can't take action right away. They got to look into it, check the Carfax. And
I wasn't talking about like nobody from like the Gaming Commission thought it was weird. I meant more so like, you really think nobody's going to see that?
Sure, the guy who placed the bet's an idiot.
Yeah, like all of these bets that are on this list from this Thamel tweet, 400K on Towson to beat UNC A&T, North Carolina A&T, 424K on Kent State first half spread.
Yeah, a lot of
Buffalo.
first halves, which is smart, right?
South Alabama first half against Southern Miss.
Yeah.
Northern Kentucky first half against Robert Morris.
Yep.
And Louisiana Lafayette first half spread against Southern Miss.
Yep.
Southern Miss seems to be a common denominator. I'm sure Andre Curbelo is not involved.
Scumbag.
Yeah, no way, right?
No shot. He was
one of my
involved.
least favorite players of all time.
Probably the ringleader.
Yeah.
Smart going first half, though. Sharp. Didn't work here, but sharp play going first half, right? Less people looking at the first half than the second half. And, you know, sort of
just like these are all Nukenheimer wagers.
Yeah, you better be an alumni. You better be, the richest booster they have, just throwing an absolute whale on your team. But
I didn't
if you're
even
not,
see this one. There's one right under it with slightly smaller bets. 168K on the Guangdong Tigers.
Is that basketball?
That's Chinese basketball.
Wow.
Like we gotta be.
So they're throwing games over there too. Huh.
It really is just.
It sucks because this is a problem that is probably not going to get much better. It might slow down for a little bit, but I mean, these kids who are doing this, these teams that Jovan just listed off, a lot of people don't even know who these teams are. They haven't even heard of these schools. These kids probably aren't going pro, bless their hearts. So they're thinking short term, they're thinking, oh, this creepy old dude with slick back hair and a wife beater comes up to me with a Italian accent, and he's saying, yo, I can, give you some money if you throw a game. They're thinking short term here, Jovan.
Well, there were some interesting names that I saw brought up as part of it. It wasn't, to say the least, a lot of dudes with wife beaters.
Mm.
They were names that I thought were out of a Key and Peele skit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can feel free to go look at those, chat.
Interesting.
Thought they were made up people.
Okay.
Some of the blackest names I've ever heard.
And there it is. Yeah, less gabagools.
Less gabagools.
Okay.
More brothers.
Gotcha. Noted. No comment on that. Gosh, man, it's just so bad. Such a bad look. It sucks for college basketball lovers and watchers like us, right? We love college basketball. We love betting on mid-majors. Mount St. Mary's is one of my favorite teams. They would never do something like this, by the way. Good kids down there at the Mount. It's sad, right? It's bad for the sport. It makes people want to bet less, makes people want to watch less. Not a good look whatsoever. And these kids, man, like, I hate to say it, but if you're involved, there needs to be a harsher punishment, or else this is going to keep getting worse.
Yeah, I saw
There's too much money involved.
4 active players that are also involved.
Well, they won't be active come tonight.
Yeah, I
That's for
guess
sure.
none of them are playing tonight, but a couple guys.
I mean, there's some schools on the list. I don't know if you could find a list of schools on there.
Yeah, I have a list here.
There's some bigger name schools. You want to read off a couple of them?
The bigger name ones, Tulane. I think we knew that one a while back.
St. Louis is on there.
St. Louis. I guess that's it.
Robbie
But-
Avila throwing nukes.
Yeah. I mean, Southland's involved 3 times. Shout out. Nickel State, Northwestern State. Northwestern State being on here is so incredibly funny because I don't want to be the guy that says, like, I can definitely tell because, like, I can. But some of the stuff that's going on, if you look back at it now with hindsight, like in their
there will be
games,
some Terry Rozier clips.
not even that, but like they lose to some of the worst teams in insane fashion. They also like fucking beat TCU. Like they went and did that a couple years ago, and they've had some insane, crazy wins. But it's just like they're such a perfect team that I can absolutely see now being involved in that.
Yeah. Okay. Stinks. Sad. Be careful placing your CBB wagers. Cut these units down if need be. Hopefully, this coming out today will maybe slow this down a little bit. Maybe these cheaters, these kids throwing games will maybe take a little hiatus. You'd hope.
Yeah. I did see too. I don't know what the chain of command is here I guess that was a stupid way to put it, but one guy or a couple different guys like gambled and sold games at one school and then they transferred to like 2 or 3 different schools. So that's the only reason why all the schools are listed, because it was just him or the couple different kids at like
so
70
maybe it's
different
less
places.
teams, more just the kids.
It's less teams and more players. I don't have that information in front of me, but I know I saw that earlier.
I hope so, because the
I'm sure
headlines are
that'll
all
come out.
30 teams in
Yeah.
college basketball. It's like, well, let's hope 30 teams weren't all throwing games. If they were, that's a big chunk. That's almost 10% of the teams.
Talk about me guy moves. Infecting, it literally like getting COVID, and taking it to 70 different people.
Yep. Nice. Goes to show you, look, you got to surround yourself with good people in life. So if there's one thing you take from this is not a Mikey Overs motivational speech, but if there's one thing you take in life, it's that you got to surround yourself with good people, because they rub off on you. They will. And you got a new kid on the team. He comes in, he tells you can make some quick money. I'm not surprised to hear that some of these kids took the bait, and unfortunately, they're going to have to be punished, because this will keep going on if not. And, I wouldn't be surprised if they make some harsher punishments down the line, because whatever they did last year, it didn't work, obviously, with more of these teams coming out.
Just ban the guys?
They will definitely ban the guys, but there needs to be legal punishment. There needs to be jail time.
Yeah. Sure, they do what they can.
There's too much money on these games. I don't care if it's a ball sack state. Too much money involved. You can't be fucking the games. Sucks. All right, let's talk about some Prize Pick squares. I already went over Spencer Knight. I like his less than 2.5 goals allowed at a game I like the under in, so I don't really have to talk too much about that one anymore. Can we talk about Mr. Bryce Sensabaugh?
I was gonna have this up here if you didn't, so I'm glad you put it.
Wow,
up
that's
there.
music to my ears. Let's talk about Mr. Bryce Sensabaugh. Goots, you want to take a guess at how many points Mr. Bryce Sensabaugh had in his last game?
Let me guess a career high.
Yes.
Not
Career high.
not just last game, but last night.
Yeah, literally last night, back to back.
Back to back.
Great call. How about a 43 piece? Hold the fry.
Wow, this is in
No
Dallas. You go out and sweat this live.
Wow. You won that game last night. I probably hit a buzzer beater 3, half
Yeah.
court, to
Yeah.
go more than his points. But coming off a 43 Burke, Bryce Sensabaugh playing his best basketball of his professional career right now, coming off the bench for the Jazz. Have to be faded. Has to be faded, excuse me, tonight in the spots. I mean, coming off a career high like that, I saw all these tweets last night about Mr. Bryce Sensabaugh, and I'm super interested in how he performs tonight. Looking at his juice on the books, minus 130 to the under for his 14.5 points is a pretty good sign as well. And yeah, there were some squares I like better in this Memphis-Orlando game. We'll talk about it here in a moment, but had to pick something a little bit later tonight. Total in this game is dropping as well, down to 237.5, and they just played last night as well. And we know this Utah team does not mind scoring the rock typically. I mean, we took their team total over not too long ago. Tonight on the road, they're dogs against Dallas, and that total's dropping. And Bryce is coming off of a legacy game, mandatory fades on his points after a 43 Berg, and him going viral on the feeds for a career high coming off the bench. The Ohio State product, probably the best thing to come out of Ohio State basketball in a while. Mr. Bryce Sensabaugh, he ain't getting 15 points in this game. He might not even be getting 10. Fade him tonight after that career high. I'm sure he went out and maybe had a beer, maybe 2 last night, or maybe on the flight. Celebrate a little bit that career high, as he should. Smells like a fat, happy, and complacent spot.
Yeah.
Good time to fade.
I think too. I mean, one of the reasons why he had free reign to do whatever is not just because he was hot, but Markkanen didn't play last night, and
Okay.
it's questionable today. I think he's like sick / they're resting him for today. So
Yep.
I mean, if he plays, that's fantastic news.
Yep.
Even if he doesn't, though,
Smells
I mean,
like the
it's
Peyton Watson angle
still
from last
hitting.
night too,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't there somebody maybe coming back, and I don't even know if he did. I didn't even check. It didn't matter. That square was so free. His
Oh,
Peyton Watson square actually got bumped up
might be Jeej.
last night.
Seeing in chat. Did you Wi-Fi? Lag and Javier.
Tens. Drop a 10, drop a 4, drop a 10, drop a 4. Drop a 10, drop a 4. Drop them.
Literally on Saturn rings.
Drop them. I want to see him, folks.
Audio's good, but picture's lagging. Should be coming back now. I'm seeing potentials.
Can you guys hear us?
Seeing it. They're seeing it.
Back.
Let's
2
go.
words back. Shout out AB for making us lose a unit on Virginia Tech money line last night. Let's cup it up for AB.
Just.
Thanks, AB. As if I was not in enough piss already at that game. SMU pony piss. Appreciate you letting me lose a unit on the Hokies on the ML.
You know you were placing that shit anyway, man.
We're taking
Come
the spread.
on.
I wrote on the whiteboard yesterday, Virginia Tech plus 7.5 is a free bet.
He did write that.
Yep.
Okay.
Nobody said anything about it. Freezema.
Yeah, that was free.
Freezema.
I mean,
people.
can't be any worse than what I took in the game.
You'd still be me guy right now.
I mean, for some reason, I was like, yeah, let's take SME spread and sprinkle on VTML.
That was the worst arb.
I literally
in
tried
history.
to hedge.
That actually is ratchet.
It's bad.
The worst arb.
We knew that was going to happen, though, Gooch.
You
talked about
yeah,
the call.
I know. You said on the car, you're like,
Here comes
buzzer
the buzzer
beater
beater.
incoming.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice. Nice. I still cannot believe it.
I mean that. You really can't make it up. That was.
Oh, Jovan, tell me about your squares.
Well, I think there might be a new potential update to one of them. Let me check and see to make sure. Can start with Brandon Miller though.
Okay.
Golden matchup today.
Yep.
Jaime Jaquez is out, which is what I was referring to there. So I'm gonna have to find a pivot for that one. But Brandon Miller, golden matchup today against the Lakers, which the Lakers have been really bad defensively, but as of late, I've kind of just been spamming wing scores against them, and it's been working. Even Corey Kispert, who just got to the Hawks 2 days ago, has been absolutely splooging. So I know this is a little inconsistent of a team to back, and talking about the Hornets, because it could be hot hand for pretty much any of them. Brandon Miller
Yep.
Certainly taken a little bit of a backseat the last couple games because LaMelo's been coming off the bench looking great, and even when he starts, he's been putting them up. But Brandon Miller, this is his game, especially because I think his athleticism is so valuable in this matchup, and I watched every single person do it in the last 2 weeks against this Lakers team, and nothing's really changed, whether they're healthy or whether they have guys sitting out. This is the guy who has perfect free reign for this matchup. He's going to be busting today. I need to find another square hug for Jaime. I was pissed because I was about to drop Whale of the Year on Jaime with Davion Mitchell against the
And
Celtics.
why is that square gone? Is there some other injury news in the game?
He just got ruled out, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So it'll probably be up later. It just might change a little bit.
No, he
Oh, my fault.
got ruled out. He's not
That
playing.
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to the drawing board here. Jovan, don't rush it. Don't force it. Let us know whenever you have a replacement.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Can we talk about this game that starts up here in 22 minutes?
Yeah.
Is that
Going
okay?
to Berlin.
Yep. Let's talk about the angle on the book here first. Also, I got a square from Snowman we could throw into there as well. He tagged me on Twitter and said to take a play. We could talk about that one in a moment here. Pretty crabby looking square.
Wall recovered.
But
Wall it's been recovered.
wow.
Never guess
Where was it?
Shugs.
You scumbag.
Shugs.
You sneak shugs solo this morning?
Yeah.
Should have grabbed a bucket of bagels
Shut up.
for the team.
I was eating there though,
Mm.
which was
You left it on the table?
I guess I left it somewhere. I don't know.
Damn.
But we were eating there. I went at like 8:30 because we're going to there. We're gonna go back to the house in Dallas and then come here.
Okay.
Left it there.
What'd you get?
Spicy chug. Classic.
What's on that again?
It's a sausage, egg, and cheese with hot sauce and everything bagel. Hot sauce, pepper jack cheese.
I mean, just if I could craft up a perfect bagel, it's that.
It is. And
I had SMU beat reporters last night telling me to shake it off and get shugs in the morning, replying to my tweets.
are you allowed to have that right now, or is
No.
that
Nowhere near earning that yet. No shot. That's on the list of first things to try.
the Hokies won? Would you have done that?
No, I'm being good right now. Had a yogurt and a banana today.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. You
Yep.
gotta decide because I feel like you have a good set of restaurants here for your weekly cheat meal.
Yeah.
Like you could go breakfast at Shugs. Still gotta hit Nick and Sam's.
Yep.
Still gotta hit that place over there. I forgot
Dragon
the-
Casa.
Yeah, Dragon Casa.
Yep.
I mean, you got decisions to make.
Yeah, I'm with you.
You and Trent could collab
Something this weekend.
Collab decision.
Something this weekend. And those three are certainly at the top of the list. Any other places in Dallas you guys recommend? Hutchins, right? The barbecue place?
Yeah, that's up.
Pretty sure
that's
is-
up in Frisco.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
A
by
little
the,
further away.
down by the Star.
Okay.
But that place is gas. You definitely you haven't had like any real barbecue here since you've been here,
No.
right?
That might need to get moved up to the top of the list.
Yeah, I feel like that's a mandatory. You
I
haven't
saw
been-
they have a spicy cheddar sausage.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm a
all-
weirdo. I look at menus,
I mean, that's a fair thing. If you're gonna eat at a place, look at the menu.
but I have no. I don't have any reservations booked. Looking at menus.
Yeah, yeah.
That's some fat guy shit right there. That's
I
part of the
don't
problem
know.
here, folks.
I'll know.
But apparently, they have a spicy cheddar sausage. Neat. Not once, neat. I'm not the biggest brisket guy. Obviously, I'll try it. I know that's the thing down here in Texas. I'm sure it's better.
Yeah,
I will try it.
it's different.
More of a rib guy, more of a, pulled pork, pulled chicken type of guy. And
You like pulled pork,
sausage.
pulled pork, pulled chicken.
I know.
If you go to a real barbecue place, eliminate that off your
Yeah.
plate.
I need one of those Megalodon ribs, is what I need.
Yeah, the beef
Those-
rib.
Those are pretty popular down here.
Yeah, get a beef rib, get some brisket, get some sausage.
Yeah.
Depending on the place, get your sides, whatever it is.
Yep.
Rav's spooging over an article on the feed that Diet Coke is healthier than water.
No, it's not.
How is
Not-
that
it's
even
just
true?
So false.
It just can't be.
It's so false.
Who wrote that article? Diet
That's
Coke?
worst article of the
I
year.
don't know.
Worst article
Unbelievable.
of the year.
We got Dave Martinez Burner getting involved. He says Pecan Lodge. You ever heard of that place?
Yeah, it's in Dallas. Not as good as Hutchins.
Is it a barbecue place?
Yeah.
Okay. W Subby, I'll take. That's all right, Dave Martinez Burner. You're still my guy. W
good, though.
Subby.
Good though.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. It's not
Okay.
Hutchins.
Gotcha. What else, chat? Krabs just wants Old Bay, man. Yeah, I use Old Bay every day. Every single day. What else? Any other recs that I missed here in the chat? Wing Daddies? What the?
Never heard of that.
I keep seeing weird looking shady wing spots on the feed in Dallas. They look kind of sketchy. Look like a place I would get mugged. And then they go on the inside and they show the wings and they look incredible. Must be a lot of places like that around here.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for good wings, you don't exactly want to go into gated community.
Sure. Wing Daddy's looks fire. Damn. I got to stop looking at food.
Let's go back to Germany,
that looks
man.
Gas,
Let's go back to Germany.
Let's go back to Germany. Okay. You guys are making me hungry. I think Arby's is out of the steak bite, sports guy. I'll say it. I think they're out. All right. Yeah, John, I got to stay locked in, brother. Krabs, do a barbecue review for 5 different spots. Hard 8, Terry Black, Hutchins, Pecan Lodge, and one other. That'd be a fire vid.
Yeah.
I need to lose at least 20 more pounds before I do that because that's probably going to put another 20 piece on me. But that sounds like a great take. Great idea. All right. Let's lock in here. Jovan, if you had to take something on the books in this game, Grizzlies versus the Magic, what are you taking? Are you taking the Grizzlies?
Would probably be the Magic.
Wow. One of your mistress teams.
I don't know about mistress teams. Mistress players, maybe, I guess, on the team.
Okay.
Obviously, we have Old Flame Paolo, D-Bane's on the team now.
Yep.
Anthony Black's my guy.
Yep.
I guess I like the players. Like, I bet them probably as much as any other team in the NBA.
Okay. Well, that's good. You might be able to give us a square in this game.
Ooh.
That you like. All right, couple squares that I like. Number 1, we have Snowman, who's spoon-fed a play. I feel like we just blindly put in here as the base and go from there. It would be...
Is it Franz?
No, it's his brother.
Mo
Wagner, less than PR.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess they're both the same. Less than PR is such a... Because they're both German. This game's in Berlin.
Yeah, let's fade his ass. They're still playing the same game.
I know. I'm just saying. That's like that's such a Krabs fade.
Yep.
Fading either one of these guys.
Good fade both. Let's start with Mo. Is Mo on the Wizards at one point, or am I making that up?
I think you're making that up.
You might be making that up.
Can we check the Carfax on that,
also,
Gootsy?
Yeah, he might add a cup of coffee. I don't think so.
Can we check the Carfax on that? Why do I remember Mo in a Wizards jersey?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Lakers, 2 years with the Wiz and the
Yeah.
Celtics, and then he's been with the Magic since
Mo.
then.
Wow.
Big Mo.
Krabs locked.
Sure. We'll start with Big Mo at less than 10.5 points and rebounds. Okay.
Okay.
There's a square on here that, respectfully, I feel like we just have to take. And that would be Mr. Jock Landale, less than 6.5 rebounds. Number 1 square on the pop tab right now. Yep. Has to be done. That's our base.
Nah.
Mo Wagner. I think that's how I say it is Wagner, actually, not Wagner. Wagner.
Yeah, it's Wagner.
Mo Wagner, less than 10.5 points and rebounds. And Jock Landale, hold my damn jock strap, kid. You're not getting 7 rebounds.
Hold jockstrap.
Hold it. I think that's where we start. Now, I do have one more square that I've already locked in
Nah.
that I wouldn't mind throwing in the ring, and the Mo Wagner square is gone. It's now a PR demon. It's now a PR demon, and we missed our opportunity because I was yapping about barbecue. Well, good thing I have another square here. Tristan Silva, less than 7.5 points.
Tristan
His
Silva.
demon is on the pop tab, which means he's probably not hitting his normal square.
I hate how they put Silva. Not that hard to put his full name. Gets me fucked up looking for it.
Okay.
Good golly, he's been split.
He might just have to fade his PRA. Mo Wagner.
Holy field goals made square. I don't know if I've ever seen one that aggressively green.
Who? For Tristan?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great sign.
Good God.
Would you rather pivot to that? I'd probably rather just take the square on the pop tab and fade it.
Oh,
but-
no. We can just take the pop
Okay.
tab square. Fine with that.
All right. I do feel like we probably have to now pivot to Mr. Mo Wagner, less than PRA.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's just take that less than 11.5 PRA and go about our day. Right now we have Jock Landale, less than 6.5 rebounds. Tristan Silva, less than 7.5 points. Mo Wagner, less than 11.5 PRA. Whole lot of
Silva's
nothing.
also-
Whole lot of nothing in this game. Any square that you could fill this in with, maybe make it a 4-piece, the Final Infinity Stone, since you're Mr. Magic Sharp.
Mr. Magic Sharp. So wait, we have 2 Magic and a Grizz in there right now?
Yes. So maybe a Memphis square, but either way.
I mean, there is one, I guess, really two squares in the 3-point category. Even though I hate taking those against Memphis or against Orlando, they're a really good catch and shoot team. Somebody's got to do it. Jalen Wells and Santi Aldama are the two normal 3-point squares in this game.
Yeah.
Feeling Santi.
Goots is feeling Santi.
Are we really going to lose 2 lineups in a row on 1.5 3-pointers made squares?
I mean,
I will turn into Cam Scattaboo and I will literally run my head through a wall.
well, here's the thing. So either where else are we going to go with this? Because it's either them or
I was going to
Goats.
say maybe take like Paolo assists. Something weird like that. Um,
Yeah, Penda is a popular fade today.
who?
No Penda.
Okay.
Seen him get bumped down. That's a kind of a crabby fade.
I'm looking through the grid squares here, making sure there's nothing I'm missing.
Maybe do not that this is Grizz.
Cedric
but
Howard's coming off a legacy game. His 6.5 rebounds. Chart is green. Whoa. We could just fade everybody on Memphis rebounds. He has a completely green 6 rebounds square.
I mean, somebody's got to get the rebounds if Ja can't get them.
Maybe not. Maybe not if they win outrights and they just win and they make every shot.
Oh,
Krabs Beauty, no rebounds in
no
this game.
rebounds.
Can I take the under rebounds in the game? We could also make it a 3-piece and not force.
Seeing rumors that Landale is gone.
Oh my God, it's now a,
it's a god
gob.
now.
That might be a blessing in disguise.
Blessing in disguise. That could be saying take Cedric.
Okay, let's put that in there as a pivot. Cool. Oh, it's back. Oh shit.
No way it's back.
Yeah, it's back at a normal square. What does that mean to you? How does it make you feel seeing it go back and forth between a gob and a normal square?
I don't know. I just
Just
mean
catch you out?
I just mean it's teetering on the line here.
Yeah.
Minus 125. I'm seeing on the books. What's is
And
Cedric
it's-
at 6
It's
or
gone
6
again.
and a half?
6. It's gone again.
I mean, what are we doing here?
Let's pivot. Let's take Cedric less than rebounds in.
Okay.
And then let's take Paolo more than assists.
Okay.
4-piece.
Okay. Random 4-piece.
I'm not taking a 3 square today. I'm sorry, guys. I don't have it in me. We'll take a more than though for you guys, and we'll take your guy Paolo. Fair?
Yeah.
Here's the link if you guys want to tail. Okay. This way you guys don't have to fade the most popular square on Prize Picks that's teetering back and forth between a gob. Jovan, I'll text you this link so you don't have to type it in if you want.
Yeah, give me that.
Okay.
Need that.
Give you guys a link here as well. Here's the link in the group chat. Boom.
Got really good news for you too, Krabs.
What?
Seeing Bryce Sensible at 13.5.
Well, I got bad news. I haven't locked it in yet. Because your square got taken off. Beat. Chat, here's the link. We'll drop it in the YouTube as well. W Goots, we appreciate you. Y'all do tight ends yet? No, I've not been to tight ends, but apparently Goots goes all the time.
No, I've been once.
Goots told me he's actually got a VIP card,
One time.
and he showed me it actually has 10 stamps already taken out of it. Goots, are you okay, man?
I'm good.
Dude said he was texting some of the waitresses there last night.
All right, Chad, I'm only going to ask this once. Is it even worth going?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. We drove past it yesterday on the way to the card shop.
Yeah, it is conveniently right on the way to the card shop.
Yep.
Really just.
It's really just. Chat, lock in that lineup responsibly. It is a 4-man. So 4-man 10X. And Jovan will give us a replacement for a square that got taken off this afternoon as well. So stay posted when we post the graphic on the Bookit BTL X accounts. All right, for now, I think it's about that time, boys. You ready to craft up a squad ride?
Let's do it.
Goots, run that shit. I'm trying to see that train. Dubs. I don't like my plays today as much. I'll be honest. And after a pretty good day yesterday, I like to lean on you. Now, sometimes when I like my plays the least, that's when they come through. Be completely fair. So keep that in mind. But I would love to lean a little bit more on Jovan, who also had a good day yesterday, but I swept on my straight bets. So maybe we lean more on, at least 2 years.
Yeah.
And where would you go first? Where are you dropping Nuck?
Dropping Nuck with the team that drops Nuck. They ain't missing 14 shots in a row like the Bulls. Zags are dropping it.
Wow. The Zags are dropping it like it's hot, folks. Gonzaga, minus 17.5. Book it.
That was the only play on the books that I knew I was betting while I was in Rat Piss looking for my wallet for 2 hours since this morning.
Okay.
That
What
was
about
pre-labbed?
Abilene?
Abilene is tickling well.
Fresh off the scandal POD. Baden Cal Baptist.
Scandal POD, I guess, could be a thing for all these teams.
Yeah.
Maybe we just spam those.
I like this plays a lot. And I think we take. I'm thinking, chat. I don't want to feed you guys cake.
I mean, could be the Rockets. Fuck OKC. I guess we kind of did already do that.
I like the Rockets the best out of these plays.
I guess I completely forgot about the fact that I think the squad ride was also the Rockets on opening night. In that crazy game.
I remember that.
I don't think they won, but they covered.
Yeah, they did. They lost by 1.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Flames Blackhawks under 6.
Yes.
3 plays, 3 winners, 5 minutes. 3 plays, 3 winners, 5 minutes, guys. Stick around. Trent and Rav are going to host a stream, the Yap, right after this as well. So don't go anywhere. Cancel your plans. Put a fake calendar invite up there on your Outlook and block off the afternoon because Trent and Rav are about to craft up. They're about to fire up a stream. I'm not surprised, but I'm still a little disappointed in Trent and Rav for not coming to the VT game last night.
Dude, Trent he would have had the best time of his life.
I know, yes, I agree. If the roles were reversed and everybody moved up to Arlington, Virginia, and they wanted to go to a TCU game that was local, I would be there right away. Front lines. I'd have TCU war paint on. I'd be hitting them with the triple frog. Not a lot of people ever know about this, the triple frog. Right? A lot of people just do the 2. I'm more of a trip type of guy. The mutant frog.
Hey, speaking of the frogs, Goots.
Shout out the frogs last night.
Shout out the frogs. That game, funny enough, went exactly how I said it was going to. They were winning at halftime, up by 9, 2 minutes into the second half, collapsed, lost, heartbreaking, whatever. But Goots was glazing. Control my arena last night. He said SMU had nothing on him.
I expected with that sudden money that SMU would be nicer, but nah, TCU is a little better in my eyes at the moment.
Yeah.
We did visit SMU at night.
Same with TCU as we did, but it was all lit up and pretty.
TCU's campus is beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's no Blacksburg, but it's close.
I'd have to make a trip there next week, potentially with Ethan. Next home game is
Yeah.
Oak State on Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be game and beyond.
Okay. I'd love to go to a Frog game this year.
Yeah. Next Tuesday is Oak State. Wednesday after that is Houston.
Jack, get those votes in. Hurry up. Go, 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 go. The tweet is up on the Bookit BTL X. The links are dropped in the chat. We'll drop them one more time. We got Holy Howitzers dropping a subby here.
Anchovy broth meat soup.
Krabs, that's anchovy broth meat soup for that buzzer beater. What does that even mean, dude?
Anchovy broth meat soup.
Ethan, bro, have you been to Blacksburg? It's like one of the prettiest campuses in the country. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude. When are we going to Blacksburg?
We're going. We're going.
You know we need Goots. We got to go to, I guess they'll probably be on the road for tournaments to start the year, but we got to go to Fort Worth for baseball, see
Oh, yeah.
a couple top 10 picks.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, we got 2 of them, I think, this year.
Wow. What's the consensus on Toby Lawal? Is he an NBA player?
I mean, he's like probably a good G League guy.
That block was pretty sick.
He's still coming back from an injury. He's not even starting yet right now.
He's super athletic.
Yep.
If he can like get some offense on the tape.
He actually hit a 3.
I know. If he can get some offense
crazy.
on the tape for the rest of the year, I 100% see it. I
Okay.
will say though, if I'm glazing anybody from last night, easily best player on the floor, not named Boopy, was Jalen Bedford. He was everywhere, busting.
Yeah, he was. He had a good game. Neo, not so much.
Yeah, I'm fully out on it.
Yep, same. Dead Larry Bird, Krabs, Weber State, and UC Davis noted. Give those a peep right after this. Thoughts on Robert Morris? Do they cover? Russo
Robert
saying?
Morris was also involved.
Yeah, that came out last year, I remember.
Yeah.
And they were also in this article today. Not a great look. They do play today, and they are. Let's see where Bob Morris is at. Another favorites on the road against IUPUI. They're only laying 5.5. Pretty weird. IUPUI is one of the worst teams in college basketball.
Not anymore, right?
I mean, they're 4-15.
Yeah, it's just they do it in, I think, a way that people will respect a little more.
Okay.
That's because they're play super fast. They're fun. They score points. They give them up at insane clips.
Puck under getting swept. Shocker. Shocker Risings. That's okay, though. Love these 2 plays from Jovan as well. 3 plays, 3 winners. Gonzaga minus 17.5. Abilene Christian on the ML. And the Flames and Blackhawks under 6. You guys got 2 minutes left. Hurry up, go, go, go. 2 minutes left. Hurry up, go, go, go.
Here we go.
Get involved. Get involved. 2 words, go, go, go. All right? Dude, so we got any hockey wagers today? Or sorry, any golf wagers today? We have golf on the TV over
I have
here.
a couple outrights. Nothing really for the specific first round.
What'd you sprinkle on?
Harry Hall, Keegan Bradley, and Aaron Rye.
Wow.
Yep.
2-glove Aaron Rye.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
2-glove Aaron Rye.
2 glove.
Sure.
No. Any checks on my guy, Goots?
No, not yet. But we do have squad right.
we got?
Gonzaga minus 17.
Wow.
and a
Laying it with the
half.
Zags.
Wow, let's go.
Okay.
Zags.
Okay. W vote, W chat. W subbies coming in late as well. Holy Howitzers, Dave Martinez Burner. Sade, as always. We got Tidal Wave getting involved too. Would love to see the Yap get more subbies than us today. And today's certainly a day to do it. We only got about 10. So, W's. Appreciate you guys voting for the squad ride. Let's see if the Yap can one-up us and get more than 10 subbies on their stream today. Please, guys, do me a favor. Do not go anywhere. Stick around. Trent and Rav are going to fire up the Yap right now on the same channel. So stick around for a little bit, folks.
Go.
All right? Tell them old Krabs sent you. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.